It says nobody's here. We're going to sneak in. Country Road in B flat. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, somebody's here. Not supposed to be playing music. Okay. Here we go. It's showtime. Philly, how you been? Fourth Yingling. It's 2 drink minimum all the time, dude. All right, now. On this episode of Yard Sale Overtime, you need to get out there if you're in an old area and pick up the wonders that are out there. It's crazy, the stuff I fell into today. Crazy. I am so stoked because I've got a callback. And I picked up something huge for a Monday pickup that's going to blow the glass people away. It's nice. It's beautiful. It's electrified. I'm stoked. Tonight we will talk about the evils of alcohol and substance abuse. No, that's not this show. So got 2 left. You had a good show today. Steve's cool. I've been watching him. He does something that's cool where he tears down places and he saves it all and resells it. That's like he's a salvage dog. There's a show on called The Salvage Dog. He is that. So I'm jealous. He's got talent, something I don't possess. So wow, I got Victoria here. Adventures of Victoria. She's not even doing a dry fly. She stayed for. She still might be here. Carter P, how you been? Big day for me. I am. This spring of bling is really doing well for me, so I'm very happy. How you doing there, Victoria? Everybody knows Victoria, so I don't need to say anything. All 7 of us definitely know Victoria. A lot of us have went into her chats. So great show, great voice. That's Victoria, and she's slowly climbing up the charts. That's one good thing for Victoria. So we're raining on and off here in Delaware. So I thought, you know what? I'm doing the yard sale overtime. There's no doubt about it. Steve's cool. He's more like he's an antique guy. I'm an antique guy, but he goes the next step to actually salvage. So he's selling doors. He's selling staircases. He's selling some cool stuff. Probably gets old stoves and stuff like that. That's what I got to ask him. I'm going to get him on live one of these times. He can just pop in and just talk to him and relax with a few alcoholic beverages. There's my main man, Anthony Bluegrass Pecker. He was on last night. We did our top 10 food country from, Italy, of course, won because Italy is always going to win. Pizza, lasagna, eggplant parmesan, It's all good. It's all good. Did anybody? Yeah, it's the dog sniffing. You got that right. Star City, how you doing? Did anybody get out today and get to do things? Here's something that you just don't find. That's one of these little steam engines. This was kind of stoked because I went into this neighborhood deep. It was a 1-house yard sale in a neighborhood. I'm going, where's this stinking thing at? Because the road just kept going, the same name. I'm going, it's not. I bet you they're not even having a yard sale. I pull up, and it's old people, and old people's good when it comes to yard sale. Why? Because they've got old things. She's carrying a bag out, and this kind of like this bag and this heavy, this 5-10 pound object in her hand. I knew what it was as soon as I seen it. I said, "Are you selling that?" She says, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was my grandfather's, and she's 70-some years old." And I go, "Well, how much?" She says, $7. I'm not arguing it. It comes home with me. This thing actually probably would work. It's a little model of these things that used to run places. It's hit miss engines or steam engines, whatever you want to call them. And my buddy down the street sold one. I forget where he got it, but now I have one, and I will sell it too. So that's cool for me. I'll come up. I'm just going to have to pick a right time during a weeknight or even a Friday night or something. I don't have a spot ever reserved for me. I just jump in. So if you're on, you want to do something, give me a yell. Tomorrow night I'm on with Thirsty Huckster, something Huckster. It's Andrew. He does Patrick. He does these deep dives, antique show. So right up my alley. So I think it's the Thirsty Huckster or something. If he's on here, he's going to kill me that I'm messing his name. But he's got a great show, and I've been Glass House him. Well, not Glass House, but over the years, Tim talked about him and was on his show. And as Tim was taking off, this dude's good. He has his own auctions, but he's like an antique guy, like me. Antique guy. So, Misha, how are you? Some cool pictures you take when you do your videos with the flats of whatever state you're in. It looks like Tornado Alley. Is it kind of like that? It's flatter than Delaware, and I can get into the hills real quick. An hour away, I can be in mountains. Well, hills. They're not mountains on the East Coast. They're the West Coast last because they have mountains. They call our stuff the hills. So there's Steve right there. Dude, I'm jealous. Toilets, doors. Do you pull toilets and keep them and resell them if they're old bathtubs, clawfoots? I'm sure you do. Sure you salvage it all. How you doing, Zach? So, Victoria, we got him. Tommy, my man. How did you do today? Tommy Bernard, downstate. He had the Frederica open today. And that's the Frederica Town yard sale. I don't know how good it was. Probably like Clayton. Clayton didn't do anything. I bought some junk, but I actually did get some ice skates from Czechoslovakia. They're vintage. Look at the video. And I'm going to sell those things, and I bet you they sell. I kind of looked at them and thought, you know what? Let me look these up. And I did and rode around a block, and nobody's going to buy ice skates but me, some antique guy. And so I bought them, and bang, bang. They're not bad, so. I do. I actually, this is probably, I'm thinking 50 to 100. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes a little bit more. People like this. I've seen them many times. Just never had a chance to purchase one. This one's $7. You can't go bad. Perfecting Pearls. How you doing? Love it when new people come in. I don't remember this person being here. Are you a lady or a gentleman? I'm not sure, but thanks for stopping in. I'm happy to see new people come in. Yeah, bought an oil painting. I got one on right now. I just sold the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Little People has the Colonel and a couple like hand puppet things. I've had this thing sitting in the other room for like years. 5-10 years, early yard sale, and I grabbed it and put it on in a week. It's gone. So I got what I asked for it. And they're paying $20 shipping for the stinking thing. So bang, bang. That's what I say. You're not the drunk neighbor. It's Pike Week. That is the videos you want to have. That you can do the quick drunk bite. They're good for TikTok and they're good for Instagram. You just tape them, man. Let them here. What are you saying? But don't let them fall in your yard. Make them fall outside in their own yard. You say, here, we'll talk, but we need to go out of my property. So when you fall and bust your head open, you're not suing me. That's funny. Bike week. Hey, Carter. Okay, we're going to wait. So, all right, come on back, Carter, when you're ready. Like new stuff or old stuff or resell stuff. I did well. I went down in this basement. Oh my God. These things, these milk bottles, 20, 30, 40 bucks, 50 bucks. I'm getting them for $1 a piece. Bang, bang. Man, this one here is from I've never heard this town in Delaware. It's Quincu or what is it? It's Goano-Cue, Delaware. Never heard of it. I didn't even know we had a town named that. Tommy, do you know about that town? Is it down off of Frederica? This is the first amber milk bottle I've ever found from Ferry Street to People's Milk, and it's not a communist bottle either. I've got bottles from Delaware. I've got bottles from New York State. I got Pennsylvania. Old milk bottles sell, man. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. And people will pay for the shipping. They're easy to ship. Thirsty Huckster Mercantile. Perfecting Pearl. Please don't tell him I messed his name up. I'm on his show tomorrow. And Patrick's good. I mean, Patrick's well-spoken and all that, and then he's going to have me on there, and he's probably going to lose some subs. You're going to say, what you had this clown on? But I will not be drinking beer, and I shaved, and I might even get out of my hooded sweatshirt. Not. When Tim went on there, he's wearing a hat sideways and all that stuff. I'm what I am, and I'm sure Patrick understands that. He's what he is. But we agree on the same thing. We love antiques, and I do. I'm just stinking gaga about them. Everything, yeah. Dude, I've been into the clean outs, and there's been those 60s, 50s bathrooms, and they rip them out. If I had space, that toilet and sink and bathtub would be at my house. I would sell those because you can sit on those, and people are refabbing these mid-modern century homes, and they're going to buy that stuff. There's no doubt about it. It's rained, hailed. Oh, wow. No kidding. I went to Clayton, went into Smyrna, and then we took my wife out to brunch, and then I'm getting text. And all of a sudden, something that I thought I lost is mine again. And the other dude says, I'm ready, man. So I went over to this dude's basement, and I'm thinking, when I think basements, but I got my kids sitting in the car, so I'm not worried about it. I'm thinking, the John Wayne Gacy stuff, they clubbed in the back of the head and stuff like that. But didn't happen. No, he's got a ton. He's got just crates and crates and crates of milk bottles and old bottles, my kind of stuff. Not oil lamps. I do the Coleman's. I have bought little oil lamps. You're talking about the little glass jobbers. Anything I find with Google Goggle these days, you can find out anything. I have an old painting that I just listed. I Google Goggled this woman, and it popped up. It was a Polish slave that became some kind of royalty. So she made her way up. So she's kind of famous where she was from. And her name came up. So then I could post it with the name and everything. It's a print, but it's probably from the 20s. It's an old print. So Google Goggle, anything you got. It kind of gives you, it can tell you what you have. I can thank Tracy Parks for that one. She's the one that turned me on to Google Goggle, and it works. It really does. On most things. Hello, Sandy. How are you? Harley Davidson boots. You can't go wrong with Harley stuff. shirts, jackets, all that stuff. Found a mix of old and new, mostly vintage. That's me. I got skates. If you will see the video, old milk bottles, 20 of them. What the heck else? Oh, God. Some kind of one of those old torches. Just took a shot at it. You can't go wrong with $5 on something that's solid brass. So, no, I'm not kidding. Look up milk bottles. I mean, milk bottles are nuts. I've seen them go for over, some of them go $200-$300. It's Cornell Bay. People want them. Milk bottles and mason jars, old bottles are big. There's one dude that has he's called Crick Digger or something like that. He has auctions. He's got a little spinning thing, and they spin. And he's got 200 and 300 people in there bidding on old bottles. He's doing it tonight, I think. So it's crazy. What town? Oh, God, Tommy, this is GRANOCUE. I don't Cranokeek, Delaware. Never heard of it, dude. Never heard of it. Look, there's Dell. There it is right there. GRANOCUE. I don't know where that is, but it's Delaware. And then I got Frem Dairy. I got the regular ones. 4 or 5 milk bottles from Delaware. I'm looking for the UAD. The UAD milk bottles, like 100 and over. University of Delaware milk bottle. That's a rare one, and so is the Station, DuPont Station milk bottle. Big, they're good money. Dang, Harry, be careful. What'd I do? Oh, you talking about the basement deal? I might. Yeah, the Hong Kong stuff is, well, made in Hong Kong is a lot of stuff came there in the 70s and 60s, so, and probably before. Now I think everything's mainly in China, Taiwan, stuff like that. I'm not a big oil lamp guy, but I have bought them because I Rule 15 in yard sale, and when I put the book out, will be don't bore buy. If you know you're bored, you have to buy something because you went out all morning, you couldn't find something, and you came home with, say, a box of Beanie Babies. Don't do it. Don't do it. I did it this morning, and you'll see, if you watch my video, you'll see. So, hello, Jennifer Hayes. Welcome. Yeah, beer goggles often. A little down. Now, look what we have here. We've got Rebel. How you doing? Glad to see you stop in. And there, speaking of the devil, there's Tracy, who knows. She's the one that said about Google Goggle, and I went, bang, I already had it on my phone, and damned if I didn't start. You can go to paintings that are signed sometimes, and you go to that signature, it'll pop up who that dude is. I found action figures. That's how I identified all the action figures I just pulled out of the attic. Bam. I seen these mice with tails and stuff. I said, what are they? Google Goggled, biker mice from Mars. Bam. Then you know what? And you look them up, and then you start saying, oh, wow, these are collectible. Oh, this is what I can ask for them. Do I want to buy it now, or do I want to auction it? That's a wonderful way to find things. So it works for me. It can work for you. McJam, Bam, Flippers. What's up? A tough day at the beach. Well, I didn't think there was anything like a tough day at the beach. I thought life is a beach. From the business here. Well, thank you for stopping in. Hang out a little bit. I had actually another bang day. Today didn't start off. I thought, I'm going to the wrong place because Clayton, Delaware is kind of just a regular town. There's nobody with money there. There's nobody that's, but you'll see antiques pop up. So I thought, let me stay local. So I ran down there. But as it kept going, and then I found a hit and miss, and that was the bang of the day, till I found this basement full of milk bottles. Then it was like that, that tingling sensation you got in the air. Like you're in a dream. You can't believe it. It's another collection. It's like a couple weeks ago when I bought all the insulators. Mike, Clock, Tim. I mean, No, yeah, Tim. What's up, Glock? It is Tim. There's a lot of Mikes and Tims. So Tracy, Jennifer, and glad to see everybody's in. I don't know if everybody had a big bang day. I'm getting behind on the chat a little bit. Catch up. It's a dog part thing going on here. The Delaware one, I'll find out about it. All I got to ask is somebody that's been in Delaware for their life, and the older guys I work with at work, they'll know where it's at. Oh yeah, that's next to Bricktown or Frederica or something like that. Oh shit, what was that? Well, that torch looks like it's in great shape. Let's see what I get for it. Now, when I bought the insulator collection, that dude had totes and totes of those, and he's trying to sell them to me. I said, I don't know anything about them. Well, the thing is, I should have, if I had a ton of money like Brian did, and I had a little bit of, you know what, that's Mr. Buys lot, I'd have took everything in this guy's garage because I could have sold. I know he was selling those torches cheap. And some of them are pricey. They're just like anything else. There's run-of-the-mill junk, and then there's good. So my torch has that soldering iron with it, the old soldering iron. I think that's what that thing is. You heated it up. You had the torch going. You're heating up. You're touching that stuff with that handheld iron. A forgotten art. That's the way they did it in probably the 20s, 30s, 10s, all those. I'm sending you a milk bottle, Noel. Text me your address. You like milk bottles? I'm going to send you. I got some really nice ones and more coming, so be prepared to get a milk bottle. Have you ever seen? I know there's cobalt blue ones, but they're remakes. I've not seen this. This is amber. That's the real McCoy. This is cool, and these sell for like about $29. Bang bang. I paid $1. I was comping the ones I have, and I'm going, oh shoot, that's a nice one. Oh shoot, that's a nice one. Oh shoot, that's a nice one. So I'm very stoked about that. And there's doubles and triples. So tomorrow I will pick up more. I have trading power. Comic books for milk bottles. I'll do it all day long. We're catching up here. Beer goggles after 2 a.m. Ooh, that was in the olden days. The old Harry. The old Harry. Yeah, beer goggles, and you had the what were the when the lights came on? We had a word for that one too. So that's when. But that's a part of growing up, you know. Mason jars are good. Amber mason jars are big time. I got one. Olive green are good. Mason jars are good money. Big money. Big collectors and bitters bottles. What the F is Google Go? The thing you told me about, you know, Google lenses. Google lenses. That's what it is. I go with Google Goggle. All right. It's Google Lens, I think. I don't know why I keep going to Google Goggle. I just did. I make up my own stuff as I go. You know, if I don't see it, I make it up. So you're the one that told me about it. It's Google Lens. There you go. I'm using the proper terminology. If you say, but most people are going to go, well, you got Google Goggle. Well, this guy on YouTube told me it's Google Goggle, and they're going to say, you mean Google Lens? Yeah. Google Lens, right? Google Lens. There we go. I corrected that one. Google Lens. There you go. Is an unincorporated community in Newcastle County. No kidding. It's kind of like Dobbinsville or something like that. That's good because that's rare. Rare's good, and I'm stoked. That's all I can say. Wow, the chat's buzzing today. Tonight on yard sale overtime. Okay, along Smith's Bridge Road. That's down here. Isn't Smith's Bridge Road in Middleton, off of west of the Brandywine Creek? Oh no, it's up that way. All right, no kids. Oh, I know Smith's Bridge Road's up on 202, right there. Bang bang. I know exactly where that is. How about that? Got one from Coatesville, PA today. There's some nice stuff. That counts, and that's with a name like Glock. I am not arguing with you one bit there, bub. Glock, bang bang. There you go. So there you go. Plant the garden. My wife was kicking me around a little bit today, and I don't blame her. She gets motivated, and I'm lazy. So, but she got. I already had a plan to do it, but if you were old like me, you know who Mom Paul Cattle were. Where Paul would always say, "I'm going to get to that." That's me. So, well. But I did. I went and got the mulch. I threw all the bags out. Tomorrow we will spread it. We will do the spreading. Sometimes you do, and I do pay out. I just paid. What did I just pay money for? That Christmas tree. I paid $60 for that. But sometimes you pay $1 a piece. Bang bang, and that's what the dude said. He says, "Well," he was saying something, and a guy already got in there before me, so he got all the Delaware bottles. I know what he did. He went out with 2 cases, but there were so many there he couldn't possibly went through all of them. And he was probably just after a certain few. So when I started going through them, and he says, "Well, I want $1 a piece." I have game on. I'll pay $1 a piece for old embossed milk bottles any day of the week. No kidding. You like milk bottles? Well, I'm gonna fix you. I'm gonna send some your way. I'm not kidding you. We'll do the gift of the month. Look, I still have this, but I don't want to do it yet. I don't want to yet. It's sitting right there, and I'm going to do it, but it's not right now. It's going to be within the week. That's the original bag of poo from yours truly, Sasquatch. It's so cool. I love it. Oh, I am. When I get into those big collections, and you, it's like house cleanouts. You just get. It's Christmas Day. Saturday morning is Christmas Day for me for the next 24 months or 24 weeks or whatever. It goes all the way until November 1st. Then it's done. Then you're dependent on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and ear. Somebody buzzes your ear. "Hey, I have this. Do you want it?" And I say, "Yeah." "Doc, how you doing, bud?" It is bang bang day. This is going to end up being, well, the glass insulator thing was smashing, but this is a smashing weekend too. They're kind of, and I don't collect milk bottles. I do have a bunch, but I don't want to collect them. So I'll have no problem slowly unloading them. Oh, wow. Farmers, well, I'm from a farming community, Jersey, Garden State, South Jersey was all dairy farmers when I grew up. So you knew them all. You worked at their farms in the summertime. You did hay. They were all dairy farms. But before my time, those milk bottles of the 30s and 20s and 40s and 50s were used. That's what they did. They dropped them off at your porch in that little metal box. Was a big thing. And they did that even when I was a kid, but they were square bottles and they were stamped. They were stamped with whatever dairy it was. Now it's gone. It went to plastic. So Google got I'm not going to live that one down, but we know what the proper terminology is. It's Google Lens, and it actually, I live by that. It's great. Farmers Market, you got that right. Hey, Jen, how you doing? Jen's cool. Glad to see you stop in, Jen. You had an auction last night. How'd that go? I know you're getting into the auction thing too. You had like 300 some people in there, so I think that's good over the time. So you must have did good. Oh, Carter P could stop in anytime he wants. We'll find out who Carter P is. I don't know if he's been on any shows. That's how we found a few. One of them was Bibby. He used to always comment on all my videos in my lives, and then he showed up one time. Now he's doing videos. So doesn't look. Just come on. Well, some people just won't, but you have it in you to talk to a TV. I don't see any of you guys. I'm not. You guys are all sitting just watching, or you're not even paying attention. You're kind of like in between, glancing at like whatever you're watching here. You're packing up and you're shipping things. It's all cool. So I have the wood crates from Delaware. I've got a whole complete crate from Richmond, Virginia, with all 12 milk bottles in it. That cost me. I got that like, oh God, that was last fall. I picked that up. That's when I got that big ass chopping block for $20. You know, you use that big old hatchet when you had that chicken up there and you can chop off his leg. That was big in the kitchen in the olden days in the farm kit. And now those chopping blocks are huge money. Cutting blocks, not the board, the blocks. So they're thick. They weigh 415 pounds. They're heavier than hell. I'll never forget that. Smoking a fat. That's the 420 Club there. Well, you enjoy that, Star City, because you earned it. There you go. Auction was superb. There you go. That's cool. So Jen's into the auction thing going on too. So that's cool. When you do the online auctions, I guess, well, Brian does it like 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And that's Mr. Buys a lot. And I was watching his the other day where I think Tommy told me they had a postcard album there. I guess it was stacked with Halloween cards and stuff, which we know they're big. And it went for over $3,000. That's bang, bang. There's no doubt about it. If I found that book, well, Glass House Greg would get it no matter what it was worth because he's the Halloween guy and we have a deal. Or I get something, he gets something. But that would be, if I had that, I don't think I could sell it. That's the hoarder in me. I would keep a lot of that stuff. And I have the disease, and I've sat at the hoarder classes where we talk around the circle. You know, I've been a hoarder my whole life. I started with stamps and went on to coins and postcards and GI Joes, and now I can't walk in several rooms in my house because it's full of gold. So, I feel your pain when you can't get rid of stuff, but I can, just not certain things. So one day we'll have to see. Pass it on. Who's forgot? Thank you. Jen, get on them. Really? So you burned up there, Danielle? No kidding. My two boys kicked butt in the disc golf tournament. So, There's chippers. There's different. Isn't there a chipper for the disc golf thing? There's courses around here. I've thought several times about trying it. But I'm going to end up busting out a window if it flies across the course at somebody's house. Bam! Or knock out somebody in the yard. Them things are heavier. They're not regular golf. They're not regular frisbees. You're not supposed to stink and burn. Don't you know? It gets you when you're older, so stop doing that. You end up with age spots, and I've got them. There's one. I got them because I used to lay out myself when I was Mr. Teeny Bopper. Oh, you gotta get tan. Gotta get tan. Those are tan, and they were born that way, or tan for a reason. Those that are pale, stay out of the sun. What are you doing? You're having. Hello, Noel. It sounds. I'm going to try that sometime. I'm going to drag out young Humstone with me. See if he likes it. Oh, damn. You're not supposed to burn. I hoard vinyl now. Yeah, but I had a monster album collection, and they're all in the other room. But I wouldn't. I think I can get rid of all the albums, and I've sold a lot of them. And I'm about ready to sell the rest of them because I want room for other things. Dude, here's my album collection right now. Led Zeppelin 4. Bam! I've got it. It's right on there. Apple Music. Pay whatever you pay a month. And bam, you got all the music you want. Really? So you were on there doing your thing, so. And I'm a hoarder, yes. That's the truth, Steve. I am, but you unload things and you got space. That's what I'm jealous of. Steve has space. He's got a goddamn cow barn. So what they do, like 2 milkings a day, but some of them barns would throw in 50 cows. Those ones would come out. The next ones would come in. Some would have the 100 and 200. That's space. That's something I lack. But I have a lot more than Anthony Long. So Anthony's an apartment, and I think, and he's a reseller. So hopefully he branches out one day. And some people have smaller things. I have a whole basement at least that I can keep packing, and then my wife starts kicking around the garage. So then I yard sale a bunch of stuff, and she's happy again. So. Debbie, do you consider yourself a hoarder or a reseller? More. That's the big question. My man, Scotty. Scotty, thanks for coming in last night. We had a hoot. Me, Carl, Scotty went in. It lasted over 3 hours. I felt like Tommy and Tracy, but sometimes you start chatting about things, just lasts. It does. Anthony was there, and Anthony bailed out, and we had 3 of us in, and then we had Carl pop in. Carl, hey, I hope you guys can get out soon. I really do. I like when you guys are picking up stuff up there. So it's good. Hey, you got to see what I picked up. Watch that video, Scotty. I got something cool that I think of you boys from the north. So definitely think about the boys from the north when I pick up stuff like that. So we're back in the dog park here. I get it, but mine's usually the neck, the old red neck. You got to watch that. So, hey, called up, had a great time. Yeah. I did. Late night was epic. 3. Did you go on after us? No, I know that. What I do? Hit out at 12. I was up at 6 or 5:30. I got the coffee, and my wife said, "Don't you get a donut? Stop eating them donuts." Okay. I'm not gonna have a donut. So, I like donuts. I can't help it. Just one. Got to have the chocolate. The round chocolate one. Well, it's not chocolate. It's got the chocolate top. And you bite. It's got the cream. A little bit of cream. Eclair or whatever you want to call it. That and coffee is like magic in the mornings. But I wasn't allowed to have it this morning, so I had a granola bar and a cup of coffee. Whoop-de stinking dough. But that's okay because we banged it out for brunch later at like 11:30 or something. Cut in the yard sale, but it's Mother's Day weekend. And everybody that's a mother out there, happy Mother's Day. Hope you're going to have a splendid weekend. God bless the mothers of America and the world. Ting ting. I forgot, and excuse me for not blessing all of you. Aha, you did say it. It's Czechoslovakian, dude. These could have been the Czechs that played Team Canada, in 1948, round 2. You don't know, because I know the Czechs used to have good hockey teams. It does. When you're talking and stuff, it's relaxed, because you're if you're talking, people are watching you, but you're not really worried about it. You don't want to go dig out a bug or anything like that, or absolutely, because they know what you're doing. They can see what you're doing. So proper grammar, which I don't. So I failed at that. I have good looks, which I don't. But I don't pick my nose, which I don't do. So don't do that, because they're going to see you do it. So, other than that, you just start talking, you just relax, you talk, and then you say, this is easy, and then you just start doing shows. So don't get the tone on. My wife gets mad. Have a great night. Hey, thanks for coming in there, Victoria. It's always a pleasure to have Victoria stop in. Victoria's one of the nicest people around. So a lot of people tune into her show in the mornings, and that's one person. She just relaxed. She sings, she dances, she does it all, and she's naughty. So thanks, Victoria. Nose pecking, damn. Well, some people I'm sure dig all that. And they probably have. They're the ones that get the 400 and 500 people watch. Hey, let's go watch this guy scratch his ass and pick his nose the whole show. No, when I started getting on YouTube, I remember I'm popping around. I just hit live, so I go to one of this dudes. He's in a garage or something. But him and his girlfriend, they're just sitting there, and 300 people watching them, and they're doing nothing. He's just sitting back, reading, chatting, going, yeah, I got a muffler over there. I'm going, what's going on here? What's he doing? I'd struggle to get 25 minutes. So that's just the way it goes. So, Aqua Girl, there's nose picking. I'm out of here. I'm not doing any of these fingers right here. There's I brush back the hair. It gets hanging in the face. You got to brush it back. There you go. This is actually a 2 beer minimum. If you haven't noticed, any chat I ever do that I have is always the 2 beer minimum, and this is a second one. So we're getting close to the 2 beer minimum. Hopefully, and I'm caught up with the chat, so that's always good. So here we go. Aqua Girl Annette, she knew my pick for number 1, but I think everybody's number 1 food is definitely, without a doubt, is Italy. Just the way it goes. So everybody always has that. A couple countries they may dig, and me and Anthony were dead on 2 of the same thing last night. Swamp, how are you doing? Anything good today? Swamp's an antique guy. He finds a lot of cool stuff. So there we go. We're still into the pops now. So, but this is Greek and Italian. We had Greek the same thing, didn't? Or no, you. I know we had Japanese the same. I thought we had Greek the same thing. Greek's cool, but they're not bangers and mash. That's for sure. So no, they've got the gyro or gyro or whatever the hell you want to call it. So how the heck, Glenn? How the heck are you? Hi, Swamp. Scotty, you ever pick up stuff like that? I'm sure Canadians made these too. They had to. Whatever the states, I thought the states and Canadians pretty much are the same thing. And this may be the prize of the day for me. It's the old if you can see, it is, I know everybody's going, what the hell is that thing? Paperweight? It is a little steam engine. I think they actually work. I think that actually will work too. It has compression, so you do something to it. You put a little juice in there, or a little something to make it do it, and then it pops. I'm pretty sure. So Mediterranean, not really Greek, but yummy. I liked it. The first time I had one of those gyros or gyros or whatever the hell you want to call them was Canada, and it was like 2 a.m. They had a food truck outside in London, Ontario, so that you can run around those streets till dawn if you want it. And it was cool because you went up to the truck and somebody told, and then they put that cucumber mix stuff on there, squirted on there. Damn, that thing was good. Maybe because I was drunk and hungry. Maybe because I was hungry and drunk, but the damn thing was good. I have to say that much. So, what the hell is that thing there? This thing is, like I said, it's a hit miss. Or these things, look them up. Again, if it's old, it's gold, and most old things are gold. It's, I don't know, that's crazy, but this stuff every once in a while I find something that you know about, you never see it, and then it pops up and it's in your hand. $7, can't go wrong. That smell, what's that? Hey, Patty, Girl Hustle, how you doing? Glad to see you stop in. Anything good, Patty? You pick up anything good today? That's always nice. Milk bottles barely collect. Yeah, I've seen. Well, I comped them. I've seen them go. If you hit the highest comps, I bet you'll see them $500-600. Because there's always the rare something that somebody wants and they have to bid for it. But little black powder can, I know those, but I've not seen one at a yard sale because I would grab that too. When I played football, when you scored, they used to fire those off in the end zones. Those little cannons, right? I'm thinking and they're loud. And people used them out in the cornfields to scare crows and birds out too. I remember those. Some kind of popping thing. I don't know if they were cannons actually, but I know they had a popping thing going on. If I missed anything that somebody says, just say it again, please. Milk bottle is a big one around here. I've got some New York ones. I got a couple Brooklyn, New York milk bottles. So who thought, you know? So, hey, Emily, how you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you here. Only the one at one. That's okay. Dr. Pepper and water. Yeah, Dr. Pepper has that 6 something whatever that's going on there. But Dr. Pepper is a good drink. I've got my main Midwest in here. Here he comes, Midwest Dave. I see Enoch, and I know who it is. What's up, Dave? Everything going good. Dave was cooking for a while. Now he's moving and he's being quiet. He's laying low. Living with his mother-in-law, I think he says. So he does these Sunday night at 8. I always stop, and I can't this week because I'm going to be on another show. It's all about the show. Bluegrass. You going to do the morning guitar stuff anymore? He used to do it Saturdays too. You might have been on today, but I was kind of like, I did get a great nap today too, so that's really nice to have. What'd you get? I missed that, Scotty. Did you pick something up? So, this is only my second. It's the 2 beer minimum, so I'm going to go refresh, and there's no doubt. There you go. Thanks to Tim. This dude that I'm going to has a collection of art class too. So if it's a good one, I'm going to call Tim or text him and say, hey, if he wants to sell it, I mean, this way I can get the wild man to my state. So we'll see. We'll see. He might not have nothing but garbage. But if it's a large collection, there's 2 houses there, and it sounds like they're full of antiques. And I was asking him about Coleman lanterns, typewriters, stuff that I like to unload. So, see, Anthony probably could do one of those Iron Man things. He's great shape. He runs. He digs. That's what you ought to do as a fitness channel, Anthony. Today we're gonna do the squats. Get that body down there, men. You know what touches the floor, and then you can come back up. Women, just get nice and low. You know, one of them 20 squats we're going to do. You steamed. Oh yeah, I think this is also. I think I can at least get 50 for it. I would say. So we'll see. Oh, that's right. You're doing the mowing, and you're doing a lot of work. So hey, I'm caught up and I'm empty. I'm gonna hang out a little bit today. So as long as people's in here, I'm gonna hang out probably till 2, 3 in the morning. So is everybody up for that? You imagine that? But I am going to go get a nice cold one. I'll be back in 2 and 2. So stay tuned. More yard sale chat coming up. Ooh. You all right, bud? feel it. Whoa, beer cans. Big thing. Shoot, I put them back. I was going to talk about those damn postcards a little bit. I'm really. They seem to be taking off too as postcards. You resellers, are you popping a lot of those, or I don't know if I got a lot of ephemera people in here. So, heck yeah. The Scots. Oh, wow. So I'm still caught up. So that's good. That's good because we can get to this evening's talking points. Is the big thing I'm going to come up with is the 20 rules of yard selling according to me. That's coming down the road. I'm going to do this one alone because my number one is very important and people need to know this. You got to live it. You got to breathe it. And you got to do it. It works. It works for me, and I'm ready. So, okay. Swamp, we'll be waiting for you to jump back in. So there you go. Yeah, well, postcards, I think these postcards, this was rule 15. This was kind of like the boring buy. You're at a yard sale. Nothing's happening, and you just, for the hell of it, you pay $1 a piece for something like this. Dayton, Ohio. These are probably what, the 40s, and these are these packs. They go like this. That kind of like open up, and they show different parts of Dayton, Ohio that is not happening. This yacht club looked like it was banging in a day. You imagine being out on the old wood yachts, the Chris Crafts and stuff like that. But I don't think these things are any bit. There's Idaho, and then Idaho. The only thing that was there was like 10 people at the time when that postcard came out. You had a couple Rangers. There was more Grizzlies in Idaho than people. There still might be, but the stamps on there are 1 centers. I don't. Whoop whoop whoop. I don't think these things are worth that much. I might be wrong. That was one of those boring buys. That's rule 15. Beware of boring buys. Don't buy it just to say, I went out. I had to buy something, and so I bought the lawn jockey. I don't know why, but I did. So you don't want to do that. Can't you send a postcard out in just an envelope, lick a stamp, and throw it out there, just like they used to? Cripple Creek. No kidding. There you go. You're doing good on that stuff. Well, hopefully that's good. 44. 44. I'm not sure what that is. You're thinking those postcards are like the 40s. Yeah, that's I think Jackass Retro, Matt sells them individually. He's kind of cornered the market on that. There's one dude that was on somebody's Paul the Flipper or whatever that dude's name is. He's got buttons. He's got thousands of them on eBay, and that's all he sells, thousands of them. And he was on that show, and this dude's got the 50 to 100,000 followers on YouTube. But he was talking about buttons, and he's like the Bubba Gump of buttons. This dude was. And you guys probably know who he is. You've seen his YouTube things pop up all the time. But this guy's got the buttons corner. It sounds like you can do that if you put enough listings out there that his listings are going to come up before everybody else's. See you sweat. Not about that. I don't have to worry about that. I am cool as a cucumber when it comes to yard selling. And I'm not there. I go by what their price. See, when somebody tells me $7 for this, I'm not arguing with them. I'm going to grab it. If I seen this for $5, I would have bought it. But I got it for $1 today. But I wouldn't argue about that. When I see a basement for them, then I'm thinking you got to do the bundle thing. So. Well, Halloween is. I got the Christmas ones from 1907 through 09. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. I have no Halloween. My buddy down the street gets all that crap. Glass House Greg. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell that creep I'm live. He just picked up 2 smashing Halloween things. I mean, these things. He is, if you want to see a collection of Halloween stuff, ephemera, he's got it from the 20s and 30s. He's got the real good stuff. And Halloween, me and him are going to start doing every October. We're going to start hitting it up. I had him on one time. This dude, he's got cabinets of this crap. And Halloween's cool. It is. But he picked it as his collectible, and I like stuff better anyway. If it's the 200s, the 200As, the red ones, I paid up to $40. I would pay $60 if it's unfired, if it's like pristine, because you're going to get 150 to 200 hours a piece for those now. When they're banged up and they're no good, no, they're parts. So, but when I went out to pick up all those lanterns, and I did a video on it a couple years ago. I paid $40 a piece for those lanterns. I came home, Glass House took 6, and I think I got 8. It did. I got 6 red ones, and made my money back. Bam, quick. And I kept the ones I wanted. So they were all in pristine shape. And lantern at the time was hot. Now they're this hot. They do well. The green ones, I get them for $5 and $10, up to 15. According to what shape they're in. I don't like paying 15 because they still are in the 20 to 50 range. Military ones are starting to take off. They're a light green. It's rarity. A big thing is always take your phone so you can comp what things are worth. And you go to Uncle eBay and it'll tell you sold. This one sold for 150. This one sold, and by years. Canadian ones are hot. Old Canadian lanterns, old Canadian Colemans are hot. Adam, that's cool. Try to convert to kind of. Oh, that was me. Technical difficulties. Did I just blast myself out there? Scared. You hit some buttons on the side, this freaky crap stuff. It happens. So, the hell ails me? There we go. I'm still here. So, woo. Maybe I was there the whole time. I don't know. Jackass has Karen tendencies. Not sure what that is. Buttons, maybe auction professor. Maybe that might be right, Aqua Girl. He was on that dude's show talking about buttons, and I'm going, wow. This dude is button gaga, but he's got thousands of them listed. So, oh, all right. at our $335 Canadian, I wouldn't pay. That's like antique prices. Chris, Czechoslovakian, size 8, 8 or 9. They're beauties. They're fast. They're very fast. They might be faster than the Canadian CCMs. What's up, Chris? Glad to see you stop in. Anything good today, Chris? So, Carter P. Question. Oh, that might be what. Oh, there we go. I'm back. He just. Shit happens. That's what happened. What's up, sarcastic? That was fun. The scariest man on YouTube is right there. In a good way, because this dude doesn't care what you think. And I like that. And he doesn't care what he puts in his mouth. If it's hot, he's eating it. So don't even try to tangle with this dude. I think he is one bad dude. I'm not worried about. I remember the last one. I'm not worried about those. We have something worse. We have these lantern flies all over, and they're not supposed to be here. Last year, we started really seeing them in Delaware. This year, Pennsylvania's really got them. This year, we're really going to see them. Beware of the lantern flies. They're coming towards you. 335 or something. Carter, if you're on Instagram, always text me a picture, and I can talk to you. I'll try to help you out. There's other people that made lanterns too. I think there's a German one out there that's more desirable than the Colemans, and plus Sears made them, and Higgins. I have one Higgins lantern. It's blue, so they're out there. I'm in the zone. You are in the zone. You better watch out. You were in the zone today, and you're going to get freckled. So yard sale and dreams, instead of going, that's one thing that's great about kids. You go to their sports events and you get to watch them play. So is that a high school sport in Kentucky, or is that just a thing that your kids do on the side? Is disc golf. That's kind of it's more of the bohemian people or hippies that do it in my area. And I guess it's spread out, but the guys I know that do it, that actually do it, are either surfers or kind of like the hippie-ish people. So in Delaware, that is. I'm not saying it's out in Kentucky that way. So, or in Pennsylvania or anything. So no yard. Well, I know Carter, there's no yard sales there. So you guys are getting stepped on. We have nice courses in Delaware, I guess, where we get the Clay State Park, and it's on the Pennsylvania border. They have them there. They have them at our parks, and it's cool. So, Stacy, how are you doing tonight? Stacy, we are talking about our big pickups today at the yard sales, and I believe you're Canadian, so unfortunately you cannot do it. Glass House, you want to show them Halloween things? You want to pop in? Talk to me, bud. This guy's the Halloween guy. I mean, what he has is stuff that people and all Halloween stuff stinks. It's real. Nobody wants it. So when you don't want it, send it to me, and I'll take it down the street to Glass House Greg. That's something at all our picks that we've done, and he'll if he wants to pop in, all he's got to do is say to Wade. He's got two cool things that you just don't see this stuff. Stuff that's really cool. It's hard to find, and but it's always cool when you do find it. And one day I'm going to be at a yard sale, and I went to a indoor flea market. And I did find some stuff for him one time. It was like from the 40s or 50s. Plates from the 50s, the paper plates and stuff. So it was cool. I picked up from an auction. You did get stuff, Stacy. So that's cool. Alcoholics play golf. So the potheads needed something to do. There you go. Well, it is kind of but it is. There's a lot of people who do it. So nah, wait till after. Glass house is getting a little shaky there, but I take pictures of his crap and throw it on Instagram. So he got this board game that's it's not worth anything. It's a piece of shit. He should throw it in the trash. No, that's stuff. I'm telling you, you get a Halloween stuff and you go up in the yard, they're making repops of that. So you better pay attention. But if you know what you're looking for, bang, stinking bang. That is hot. So you just like my Alice Cooper Halloween. Yeah, that's who I was calling. As soon as I seen it, I said, Alice Cooper, dude. That thing's rad, as I will call that rad. That is cool, sarcastic. I like that a lot. That's what you're sitting next to when you're eating your stuff. It's kind of like this guy, but you got a bigger one. So I ought to do top. That's going to be a top 10 coming down to Anthony. Put that together on your list. Top 10 things to find at yard sales. There you go. According to me, according to Anthony, I wouldn't mind a couple more coming on to that. So anybody wants to do it, give me 4 people. We'll do top 10. We won't go 20. You got to really think about what you like to find at yard sales. I know my top 10. It's all old stuff too. But I do know one thing. I'd like to find a stinking box of hats or concert T-shirts. And that might make my list. I found hats. I have not found any concert T-shirts. Harley Davidson T-shirts seem like they do well too. It sounds like large and extra large are hot, big things to pick up. It's easy to ship. You're not going to break it. And bang, bang, you're going to get a bang, bang for your buck. Carl, how are you doing? Carl was on the show last night. He's antsy. He's bouncing off the walls in the basement. He wants to get out and do some yard sailing. There's no doubt about it. I feel so bad for my Canadian brothers and sisters up there. Hang on. They're going to let you out. Hopefully soon. Let's get it going. You only got so many weeks you can do it up there. It's colder than hell. So, number 1, free stuff. I did good on a free thing, but free stuff is good, Stacy. There's no doubt about it. So, Carl's got an edge. He should do a couple lives on his own, and he could do them easily. He's well-spoken. He's got his own thing going on up there. But I know he wants to get out of that basement. Scotty wants to open his booth, his antique booths. I don't blame you guys. I feel bad. Chris picked up something. He got the old PlayStation 3. You're trying to find pickups at people's places. Well, at least you can do that. Well, it seems like in Ottawa, and maybe you got a lot of people picking up stuff up there, but it seems like in Ottawa and Toronto area and stuff like that, you would be able to find a lot of crap on Facebook Marketplace, unless the whole damn everybody's doing it right now. 2 minutes in, it's gone. I picked up something smashing that I'm going to go pick up. Well, I got it. They're holding it for me. So Monday out of work, I'm out the gate. I'm in the car. Bang, bang into Maryland. I'm picking it up. I'm ready to get it. There's no holding me back. And Chris is slick. He knows what he's looking for. He knows he's like me. He knows many of things. So and he's probably got that phone with him all the time too, comping. He's even sold an accordion, and a damn nice one. So. Yeah, the Ottawa's your DC, isn't it? So I would think there'd be a ton of stuff around there. I'm outside of Philadelphia. Everybody in this area would consider Philadelphia as their closest city in Baltimore. Though I never go down to Baltimore for picking up stuff. Annapolis isn't far either for me. I look at that. I should probably go into there a little bit more because Annapolis is a little whoop whoop. But you got to go over that long ass bridge, the Bay Bridge, and it's pricey. So, but I'm sure it's worth it. Yeah, I have to have. That's why I went back and got the skates today. I've seen the skates. They're sitting on the lawn. I know they don't want much for them, and I go away. I'm getting to that rule number 15. I'm starting to get antsy. I got to buy something. So I comp the skates, and I see them going for $50, $60, $40. I'm going to do it. How much you want for the skates? She goes, $5. So I give you 2. We negotiated the big old 3. So skates are mine. They're sitting back there. I'll show them to you. Ice skates aren't something. They're ice hockey skates. Exactly is what they are. So. Humdinger. Well, I'll tell you what, Aqua Girl, you can come on the panel when we do that. Put a list together, and you can just say, "Here's my number 1." But if you ever want to come on, bang bang, we'll bring you in. It's always nice to see people pop up. Remember, who had the History Man on their show first? Me. That's my claim to fame. The night the History Man popped on, it was still legendary. Everybody's going, whoa, whoa. Because it was a young guy. Freaked a lot of people out. So, and he had one of them old wife beater T-shirts on, the Muscle Man shirt. We call them wife beaters in this area. So. Me? Well, that 100-mile thing, I definitely want to pencil myself into that. I'm serious. Tommy thinks I'm full of shit about most things, and I am. Me and Tommy will meet up soon, hopefully. But we're this far apart. We're an hour away, so it's a big difference. His time's his time, my time's my time. But Tim and Tank but I wouldn't stay in the room. I'm getting my own room. Them two at night, they'd be probably pile driving each other, giving a couple fly on elbows. They're younger than me, way younger. They're like 30s, so they're still wild, man. And I know they are. So the air quality might not be good in that room either. According to what food they had that night, so. Dude, Carl, my big thing is going to be, I'll probably have a double banger, but tomorrow I'm going to go get a lot of these. These are huge. I mean, they're like glass insulators. These things go for good money. Old milk bottles, old bottles have tested the time, and they're still very collectible. I'm watching, and YouTube brought me back 2 old bottles saying, wow, there's a lot of people out there to collect this shit. Some of these guys, that Crick Digger guy's got over like 100,000 people watching. He does auctions and does well. And I know old bottles. Anytime, Aqua Girl, we'll have a 4-panel, 5-panel. We'll put our list together. Top things to pick up at yard sales. You'd be surprised. So, yes, they are. And I'll catch the second hour of that. I'm on Thursday's show first at 8 o'clock. So, I'm going to talk insulators. I'm going to fill the ranks with insulators. GI Joes will be going. I'm going to have the doll in the background, but I won't have to worry about this popping up in my area either. So that's good. You're just probably does. Nana Tinks, how are you? Nana's a wild woman. She's the one that I first found out about the concert shirts. I was watching her and she's saying, I got this for a Van Halen shirt. I said, what? How much? Watching one of her videos. I'm going, get out of town. So it's crazy. Any tips on bottles? Local compliment? Mason jars, you guys got like, what's the one you got up there? That's good. Root. I think Root's one of yours. Like I've always called them mason jars, canning jars. They're big. Bitters bottles are huge. Local bottles are huge. I think bottles was stood the test of time. They still sell good, and thanks to eBay and collectors. There's big collectors clubs of bottle shows and all that. That was huge for me through my youth, all the way up until I started dating girls. Old bottles was the thing. I would look, when's low tide, and then I'm out in the water looking for them. I'm digging in cliffs. I'm digging in holes. It was nuts when I was younger. Scotty's show tomorrow. There it is right there. Wasn't it, what Nan, take you were sick for a little bit, so I think you were staying off for a little bit. One chat I had with you and Victoria, your voice a while back, you had like a cold or something. I know you had something. So Dave, I'm hoping he gets settled and gets his house and all that and gets a good big area for all his chopped up dummies. He has a dummy that doesn't have arms and he talks to it. Yeah, he's got him in storage and the guy's pissed. Joey takes him yard sailing. Nah, Dave's got a great channel. If you guys don't know Midwest Dave, and everybody knows him, so what do I even have to introduce him for? Squirrel cork top. See, it's Antiques and Profits knows old boss. I think. You know what's big too? I don't know if Canada you can find them at yard sales, but if you can find old guns and they pop up, war memorabilia in the States will pop up at yard sales. It's rare, but when it does, it's cheap and you can grab it. Old guns and stuff, big money. It's just cool stuff to pick up. It is a country thing. And in the olden days, everybody had dumps. If you were a farmer, you had a dump on your property, and that goes back generations. So there's always great stuff back there. That's where you can find behind gas stations, old building. That's where you can start finding porcelain signs. Guess what? They don't rust. They're still good. Only where they were broken will they rust. So I've watched people on YouTube dig up porcelain stuff, and it's in great shape. Where the holes were and that little whatever that thing's called, if that's going to rust around there a little bit, they clean up wonderful. That's huge porcelain signs, and everybody knows that. That's Dave. That's Midwest Dave. Oh, wow. Oh, really? Hernia, part of my stomach. Well, that's not good. Now, well, gladly you've healed from that. So, and you're back in action. That's good. Nana has these crazy naughty shows. Her and Victoria, watch them. They're naughty. So, yes, I've been to Bastow, New Jersey. I know Bastow well. Went there as a class trip the first time. Went there with an antique car club when I was a kid. And they got a little village there. And of course, the thing. But I have not been to the bottle show. But that's on the way to shore. You remember, 47 and 49 on the way to the beach in Jersey. Jersey Shore, beach, whatever the hell you want to call it. Delaware and Jersey kind of. That I moved from Jersey, they always tease me, Jersey Shore and beach and stuff. Well, that's whatever it is. But this 47 used to have a flea market, and it was in Mercy River, right up from that. It was banging, and used to be all kinds of old stuff there. I do remember that, but the flea market is not there anymore. If you know what I'm talking about, on that. So, old men selling them, man. Well, I'm old, so I can be out there with the old men. So there you go. It comes, and it's going to get all of us. You will turn old. I like to consider myself as fermenting in the proper direction. that even makes sense then. But if you haven't noticed, I am old. Older than a lot of you guys. So there you go. We got some help. Well, good, Nana. I know you're back because I was on your little panel doing them naughty things. They like talking about naughty things. So, they're PG-13, so it's no big deal. Old Bottles was a big monster collectible for me for years. I mean, it was huge. My bedroom when I was a kid growing up was shelves of glass insulators, a few, and old bottles everywhere. And I'd have to dust them. That was the big thing, to rearrange the old bottles. Then I moved out, packed them up, and sold my collection to put a fence around my yard to keep the Boxer, the first one we had, me and my wife. So now I'm getting back into it, but I collect insulators, but the old bottles, I'm going to sell those. I just am. So you got to find out where they're at, Sandy. That they're out there, and if you can't find them, that means there's a dump there. Get out there with a metal detector. You'll find out quick, because where there's old bottles, there's nails, there's, tin cans, there's all that stuff. So that's a good way to find the metal detector. They're the good ones to go up to, Scotty, too, because last year I found a World War I helmet. They were selling jackets and stuff, but World War I helmet for $10, that is a bang, bang deal. And that's something worth getting. There's no doubt about it. 2,000 bucks. Noel, books. Is Noel the one that she likes selling the book? Yeah, she's books are huge too. There was a guy that I work with that's a supervisor now. He don't watch the show, so I can tell you. He found an old like 1600s or 1500s book. He knew it was some. He went to an auction. He put a that something bid so you can't snipe it low, reserve, and it didn't sell. They took it back, and that damn thing sold for $30,000. So books, but that's what he does. He always looks for books. It's just like anything. There's holy grails out there, and you can find them. Yeah, I bet you are. That's the allure of your show. It's kind of like an edgy humor, Love mason jars and Boston and beaver jars. I know about those ones because I remember those floated into the States as far as New Jersey. You know what? And if you get up north, like I said, you can dig up old cone top beer cans. Some of them can even have holes in them and still be worth in the hundreds. There's somebody was doing videos and I was following them and they were digging and they just cone tops. And I said, I hope you're really looking at them. But they said they were there. You could not, they were so rusty. You could not see any what they were. And they would have a side out or something. So they were forgiven for throwing them aside. But there's a bath you can stick old rusty beer cans in and you can watch it on YouTube and it cleans them right up. You'd be surprised. Oh, never comes back. Yeah. It sounds like that's something you don't want. You know what? I need one of these. Is everybody going to hang out for a little bit? I don't know who's on tonight. People are coming in and out. I'm sure there's some people on, but I'm going to hang out a little bit. What have I been going out? What time is it? Oh, shoot. It's 9:22. I'm going to hang out a little bit. I'm going to put the thing in if somebody wants to come in and hang out too. We'll talk. So let me get a beer and a refreshment. Be right back. And I'll open the chat to somebody if they want to come in. So you want to talk? Come on the panel. Oh. We can have 2 or 3 of us. 4 or 5. What do you think, Andrew? Are you like bored? Really? What are you doing? Watching what? Damn, I was just thinking of something now. I forgot what the hell I was thinking about. You ever have that? That's called being old. So putting a load up there. If anyone wants to come in, that's cool. You don't want to, that's cool. I'm going to last a little bit longer. It's yard sale overtime on the Humstone Network. You know what I need is when I go to these 2 and 2s, you need some kind of screen that comes up. Some kind of commercial or something. I'm not that slick, so. Yes, I used to dig bottles as a kid. I used to love doing that crap. That was a big thing when I was a kid. So, did I put that in there? I thought I did. So it's in there somewhere. So, oh God, that's bad. That's not good. Oh, so there's different ways beavers face. Interesting. $1,000 for a drug. Mason jars, canning jars are huge. I mean, it's just that his old bottles are huge. They still keep bitters bottles. If you look at those, like the Indian Queens and stuff there, and the fish, the originals, they kept making them over and over and over. And there's repops out there all the time. But the originals, $600, $800, $1,000. The Wheaton's Village, if you ever been to Wheaton's Village, I'm sure you have. They have an old bottle museum there. It is banging. The town I'm originally from is called Alway, New Jersey. The first successful glass factory in the United States was there, called Worcesterburg. They have a collection at Wheaton's Village. This stuff was big, so beaver. So now people are getting a little naughty. That's okay. Getting a little naughty, but that's all right. There you go. Canadian beaver, very dangerous. Hey. Well, you got a lot of them up there, and they're still running in the wild up north, aren't they? God. It always has to get to this. We always have to get to this. Floridians eat peacocks. Yep, 2-2. You're right there now. Oh, God. We're way back. Shad Juice, what's up, my man? Is that Tommy hosting? He came in on a 2-2 there, bud. I wish I could make him move because I'd do it. There's 3 of them for sale on Facebook Marketplace, and there's one that looks like Scotty's, the Talking Tommy, but they have a different name on him. Then they have the one with the freckles. But if I get these things, I'm going to pay $5 or $10, and that's it. So I'm not going anymore. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Shadow Wolf, Shad Wolf, something like that. So $5, 10 cents a Coke bottle. Old Coke bottles are good. No higher. You run up the stairs for that. No, I run around the corner. I have a bathroom down here. We go upstairs. It's usually to grab something, maybe Tim, Lindsay, then Harry. All right, so I'll be on in the Canadian network in 3 weeks. Ginger beer bottle for $600. Say, old glass. When I thought of glass, it was always old bottles till Tim started telling me about, thought milk glass used to be something, but it's not. I tell you, glass insulators are banging. You just haven't been to Wheaton Village yet. Oh, Wheaton's made all the President bottles. Like I got them up on the shelf. Kennedy's and stuff like that. They're done, but they still have the Wheaton Village, the museum, and the old general stores and stuff. And they glass blow there. They made a lot of paperweights there too. So Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here's two naughty ones right there. They must have, when you and Toilet Girl's another one. uh, I forget what her name is. Someone might say, "There we go, Chrissy and Stacy. Here they go." I must just been a treasure trove area. But I constantly look at this stuff 24/7. If I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning because I'm old and I gotta uh, go relieve myself, I'm on there looking for old stuff. So up, they're on tonight. That's who's on tonight. It's Tommy and Tracy must be up at 10 o'clock. So a half hour from now, Tommy and Tracy will be on. But they'll go to 4 o'clock in the morning, those two. So these two, they're funny. Well, it's colder up there, so the beavers probably keep their fur. Uh, they might shed a little more down here in the States. Delaware has them. Oh God, it always has to go. Hey, Maggie Doodle. So you just have to stop in at the time when people are getting naughty. It's just Chrissy and Stacy. How you doing, Maggie Doodle? You find anything cool today, or just uh, enjoying the Mother Day? Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We appreciate you. And hopefully you will have a good day today. And tomorrow you'll have a wonderful day also. So, milk class that's something that I don't do good at. So, I've got a lot of it. It was my mom's. That's the only reason I have Scarlett is that girl. That's who that is. A lot of we got some of Victoria's crowd in here now. I know these two go ahead all Victoria and Scarlett does, and yeah, they're better. I have a milk glass, kind of a nice milk glass insulator, and that came in that batch I just bought, so that was cool. So no more 2-3 a.m. crap. You guys got a guest on tonight, or are you just flinging it? They got a great talk show. There's no doubt about it. We aren't naughty. Yeah. So, season this weekend. Not a ton of stuff. They've been going on here for good 3-4 weeks now. They started early, which is fine. April was banging them out, and we're in May now, and today was cold here in Delaware. But still, there was a lot of stuff out there, and I was actually for once satisfied with the crap I have here. But once you get out on that trail and you pick up those few things, and then I found the basement of old milk bottles. Boop boop boop. So now I've got the disease again. Hoarded. So, nah, I'll sell the milk bottles. Actually, will. Yeah, it's God darn it. Where did I just put those two? Oh, they're in the other room. It's I forget which one it is, but that sucker's nice. I don't think it looks more milk glassy than porcelain or ceramic. It's different looking than those ones. That's why it kind of caught my eye. Oh, do they? There we go. So here we go. Art. Oh, you guys got. Oh, that's right. I did see that one. So they've got the big three. He knows. I think he was hanging out with Philly Pickering and January House. I don't know where Art is in the whole scheme of things in the States, but January House is in our area, and of course, Philly Joe is Philadelphia. So. Where are you at in PA, Nana? Are you you're up by Pittsburgh? Are you near Oil Town? Are you near I didn't know you were PA. Are you near up that Oil Town, Oil City, PA? You want to see Steep House? Go out to west for PA, where the oil used to be. Warren, PA, around the Allegheny State Forest. Beautiful old houses. If you can find a job, I would hire it. I don't know what the treasure picking's like out there. That's the only thing. Iowa's got to be full of the good stuff. Oh, so Nana's on at 10 o'clock too. So it's a little bit of everything going. Henry, what's happening, my dude? Did anyone see people get in fight about cars at Target in Wisconsin? The hell ails people? What were they buying? Like baseball cards or something? I got to see this one. Or were they buying basketball cards? That's something that I know Anthony's got the mark on that one. I'm staying away from the cards. Oh, you're in Johnstown, the famous Johnstown flood. So you're in the wow. Is Uniontown, PA near you? The Fallen Waters, and all that crap. The Frank Lloyd Webber house, the famous house. Johnstown. Wow, you're near the flood. So I guess that's a big collectible thing too, is anything about the flood. Dude pulled a gun. No kidding. People are nuts. They really are. I have to see who these clowns are. The hell else, people. You come and hang out here, you relax. If ever, I don't know what's wrong with people. They're really nuts. No Unionville, west, south. You're there. You're near Johnstown. I'll have to map that and see the area that you're in. But you have like small. You probably got your Johnstown's probably like Middletown, Newark. I don't think it's giant, and got wiped out once. Matter of fact, by a flood. But it's a historic area. Pennsylvania is full of cool old towns. Three Amigos and Nana tonight. Three Amigos are on again tonight. They were on last night. No kidding. You're talking about Lobster and just in time. So, okay, they're there. Hopefully no guns at Goodwill Ben's. No, that's just crazy, man. What the hell ails people? So there's a lot of lies, but they'll die down and they'll pick up again. New people come in and they start their lives, but some of them have their mainstay, and there's thousands of people that watch them. So they're always going to be big. Dan, Joe, and Mike. Oh, over. Okay. They're not the Three Amigos. You're talking about over a Tommy show. Okay. So, not the Three Gringos. Oh, okay. That's right. Thank you, Jem, for correcting me. What's up, Mike? How'd you do today? I know you had to find some. I'm putting that Sensui on tomorrow if I get a chance. I'm selling some of that stuff. It's gone. I got the right box. I got the right packing for it. So Mike is the electronics king of Florida that I know and that I follow on YouTube. So he always has some great ideas. So don't. Hey, you too, Chrissy and Stacy. I haven't never seen you. So do you got content? If you do, I'm going to come check you out. I'm sure it's going to be a little kind of naughty-ish. So. Yeah, it did. It kind of threw me for the leap. Three gringos, three amigos. I forgot that. I got huge inventory, but you know what I'm playing is the game. I'm building the inventory because you never know when I'm going to run my mouth too much at work to get fired. And I'm prepared to go into the next phase of life. So there we go on that one. So I'm going to have to check that thing out that Henry S. is talking about. That sounds like it's going to be a real hoot. So, Henry, you do big finds? Mine's going to connect into tomorrow. I am so stoked about the great milk bottle find. That's my next big thing is grabbing the milk bottles up. I'm ready to rock and roll, man. So. No videos yet. Well, Chrissy and Stacy, chop chop. Let's see what you're about. Nah, if you don't, some people don't want to do it, and I can't blame them. And then there's hams like myself that just pop on here. Who cares? That's all right. Stock up. I have got so much stuff I could fill an antique store. And that's my wildest dream is to have my own antique store, collectibles. But it's not going to happen. So, but it's a good dream. It's better than thinking about when I hit the lottery. And that used to be my big thing is when I hit the lottery, I'm going to have this and stuff. I stopped doing that. I don't even play the lottery anymore. If you go to buy a lottery ticket and they give it to you already ripped up, you know it's time to stop playing the lottery. So that's just how it was for me. Nuko. I think it's Nako. I know who you are. How you doing, man? Glad to see you stopping. See, all the people are popping in now. And I'm going to hang out a little while because I'm just going to do that. So we'll see how it goes. If I see everybody bottom out, then I'll take off. If not, I'm hanging out a little bit anyway. So what the hell? Cheers. Hey, it's yard sale overtime. I had a banging day. How'd everybody else do? No, I had probably 30 or 40 milk bottles here already. I brought home 20. Tomorrow I'll probably bring home about 50. There's no doubt. Nana, I hit the mother load, just like the insulators in a couple weeks ago. You can't beat these things. Comp them. I've got ones that are 40, 50 bucks a piece that it's just nuts what people want for this stuff or will pay for it. And I'm all right with that. So I said, bang, bang. What do you like the best, Henry, when you go? I'm going to have a top 10 on what you pick up at yard sales. It's coming, and it's coming. It's coming at you. So. That's cool. You should do a lot. Lives are fun, and you two are wild. So just do it. You just do it. So, Anthony, you shouldn't do that. It's crazy. Just you shouldn't do that. I know what. I just seen it pop up. Mike, the Three Musketeers, but there you go. The Three Amigos. That's why antique stores lose money. They probably do, but it's just a hangout thing. It's what's good about YouTube. I can hang out with the antique people. I would like to own the antique store that rents out the booths. That way I can recomp my money and still hang out and talk about antiques. Something that's just I like. So I'm in the second stage. I don't want to call myself too old for anything because I still can move. So it's always wild, you know. Oh, beer and all that good stuff. It's all the talk and everything. That's how I would look at it, Sandy. It's just look at the stuff I've got around me. Look at this stuff. Thermometers, McCoy pottery, cans of glass or to clean your table. I got this stuff everywhere. Shelves of it in the back room. That's where I really want to set it up is the back room. That's where all the cool stuff is. That's my big wall of fame. I got so much stuff, and I actually love it because it's mine. This is a lifelong collection, some of it, and some of it's just the last few years, so it's really cool. Paige, is where you been, my buddy? Good to see you stop in. Cheers. Hey, Andrew, can you give me a beer, please, so I don't take off? I'm deep in the chat. That's young. He says, what? He's 14. He's got that deep voice going on. It's crazy. So, dude, you don't have to do that, Anthony. You really don't. Somebody's here. The dog's barking. So I don't think it's a robber. My day was pooping. I thought you said I did not popping. Getting crazy. I need popcorn snacks for the night shot. There you go. Jen's cool. One thing you can say about Jen, she's cool. Very upbeat, and a lot of people in here are very upbeat people, and that's always cool. Thank you so much. See, I didn't have to do a 2 and 2. Not yet, anyway. See, these two are, and then we got the naughty sisters in here. Beer, that's right. I enjoy it. I earn this. That's kind of like my weekend thing. I used to think I'm going to jump off of it one of these days, but right now I earn it. So, hey, Pages, check this out. There he is. In honor of you, my brother. There he is. The Creature of the Black Lagoon. That is such a great avatar. Great movie, too. But this guy glows, man. If I put the flashlight on him, he's a uranium creature. So that's pretty cool. So you never know. You don't know. That's what's crazy about it. Hey, Nana, thanks for stopping in. Might see you later on. Are you doing an auction? I'll still stop in later on before I go to Camp Wakasaki and hit it for the evening. I'll stop in and say, how you been? Glad. Thanks for coming in. I always appreciate you. Nana's cool. Nana does a lot for people, and she really does. Very nice person. She's just a person you want to hang out with, and she's just cool. There's no doubt about it. Check her out when you get a chance. See you now. So there we go. See, that's just the thing. There's things you'd like to have. If I lived in one of those old empty street towns that are trying to revive, and I could put my thing in there, I think I could actually do good. Just to hang out, it would be cool. Just even if you had to open Saturdays, you live above it. It's a big building. you live on 2 floors and you got them big open ceilings and all that cool crap, and you know, and you have your store down there for the weekends to open up. That's one of my. That's kind of like people have fantasies about things. I guess that's kind of like mine. One of them, anyway. So, see you, Nana. Thank you so much. I haven't heard about any antique toilet paper. Where am I at? There we go. Bluegrass toilet paper. I haven't heard of that one. And whoa, Dave, stop doing that. It's you're welcome in here anytime. Dave, we got to get together sometime. You got to come on the panel. We eat some gross stuff. Good night, Dave. Glad you stopped in. If you're still here, thank you so much for coming in. I wouldn't mind it if I'm in the right, but we have one little antique booth over in town, and they want to rent you out closet spaces, and they're actually they're tiny little things, they're terrible. For like, I'm not paying somebody $125 a month just for a tiny little booth. I want something big. What do you like in that? You're a big antique person, it seems like. Good idea. Got to pay for a few beers. Beers are nothing. Anthony, you don't need to do that. You just don't. It's crazy. Who else? Somebody else gave me. Carter, did you give me something? Carter, thank you so much. But stop doing that. I don't. If new people come in and do that, that's fine. But you guys that know me, stop doing it. I appreciate the hell out of it, though. I didn't knock off. Jersey Gypsy, where you been? How'd you do today? Did you pick up anything cool? Speaking of one of my main men, there he is right there, the history man. How you doing, buddy? Pick up anything cool? Are you starting to get out there and look around? That's what I want to know. The history man. Warnickel Reveille. Antique picker. What's up, dude? You were in here before. I'm almost positive Warnickel was in here. And thank you for stopping in, Warnickel. I appreciate the hell out of it. I really do. Bluegrass. Nice. Love it. I think I'm way behind. I might come up and talk. Well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay there, my man. So don't pop in yet. Because there's a big thing coming up. So, 3-way with Anthony. Watch yourself. Looking forward to the day you run Anthony. Dude, if I could have the right place, I would do it in a minute. And Lady Luck Junk, what are you doing? Stop. What? Lady Luck Junk, if you don't know this lady, she is like one of the coolest chicks out there. She actually, if I could call her that. What you find today? She's got spunk. There's one thing cool about Lady Luck Junk, and there's no doubt about it, she is cool. And if you don't know her, check her out. She has her and Lisa from the West Coast used to have a lot. Lisa popped on the other day. I noticed she had something. She wants to be on YouTube so bad, but she's working again. So hopefully she shows back up. And Carter, stop doing that. Yeah, there's no need. Wow, where am I at in the chat? I'm way behind. So hold on, time out. Go for it, higher beers and beers and beers. I'm seeing people come in and out. Should have did this a little later. Hold on, coming up. You caught that, Mike. You caught that, the chicken. Remember, you used to throw that knife and make people spread eagle, and the first one that couldn't do it lost. I remember that game. So there's if I missed something, I did not mean it. I was kind of flipping through, and I'm trying to catch up. That would be cool, Hire. Uh, Jesus. What is I haven't. I live with it. It's I married it. So if you want to really know, you naughty thing. I have a wonderful family. That's any man's fantasy or any woman's fantasy is just to be able to have a partner that puts up with your bull crap. And it's happened for me, so I have to be honest. I like this girl too. She's newer. She's been I don't know how long Thrifty Junker's been doing it, and it's it's Dana, right? I'm almost positive that's her name, and I know I'm like 3 minutes behind, but she's uh, she's doing well. I want to go on her show one of these times too. She's asked, and we'll chat about something one night. I actually like her show, so and I'm not saying that just to say that. I know you. I just listened to your chat, and I said, she's cool. So it's another person that's upbeat, and it's always good to have the upbeat people. So if Warneckle, I will get you a wrench, but I did not. I'm not. I don't know how to do it on StreamYard. I'm gonna pop in on a Sunday morning. You come in, you will get a wrench. I wrench it all. So Carter, stop giving me money. Fantasy a three-way. Okay, I'm way back. Okay, I'm catching up here. What is going on here? Okay, there goes Danica. I'm back. Hold on, I'm getting there. I'm trying to catch up. I think I'm way behind. No, I'm not that bad. So there's Dan. She is goofy. No, who's Danica's wild. She's got a good personality. She's funny. Gotta check her out. And she does cleanouts because she was up in the attic on one of her videos one time. That even might have been a live. I'm not sure. So, hey, Cameron, my man, he showed a. I had to peg to somebody like the Brad Pitt's got the love jacket on. He's got it undone. He done his sex shot, his sexy shot. I seen it, Cameron. You can't deny it. You're young. I'd have done the same thing. I never had that. My gut would be hanging out. So, but Cameron has one of these things where it's a Harley Davidson jacket or something like that. So, I'm kind of messed up on the chat there. So, I'm sorry about that. So much. I just keep on. Warneckle, same thing, dude. My brother, same thing. Got a basement of hundreds of milk bottles. I'm going back tomorrow. I'm going to take my time. But the dude says, well, do you like this? Do you like hurricane lamps? I'm going to check it all out. I am ready. I am stoked. Then on Monday, I have a pickup. Excuse me. On something real big. Not huge, but real big. It's not going to let me retire. So 3 months for Dana, and she's taken on. It's Dana. I'm almost positive. So she's cool. Check her out. She does talk shows. She likes music. She's kind of like everybody else here, upbeat, and that's always good. So upbeat is we can all stay that way. So there's these wild girls showing the lipsticks and flags and all that stuff. So. Jersey, do a video, man. Do a video. I always like to see vintage dolls. So, new in the box. No kidding. We Fit board with 3 games. You did well. So where was this at in your area? So having a partner that puts up with you, your bull crap. That's Class House Greg down the street. He's still up. So that's always good. We'd have done a fire pit earlier today, but we're getting rain. We're getting wind. We're getting rain. We like to put our boxers together and they beat the hell out of each other for about an hour. But then they sleep all night. So that's good. We're boxer lovers, antique lovers. So, dude, I'm going into a basement tomorrow. It's going to be huge. Philly Road Tech, where you been, dude? And I've caught up to the chat and everybody that's been hanging out. That's cool. It's all good. I know a lot of shows are popping in and out. I've had people pop in and out. That's always cool. I don't know how long I've been on, but oh, there it is. 2 hours. 2 hours talking to myself on the screen here, but I had to come in. I'm going to start calling this yard sale overtime on Saturdays or Sundays. If I do them, be a Sunday morning or a Saturday evening, just to brag about what we picked up today. It looks like Jersey did really good. 7 hours of stuff. She must have been banging it out there. It's always fun to jump out of the car. One time I had my father in there. It's a true story. And the damn thing was still in drive. Kind of took off on me. I had to run it down. If that video was there, that would have been fantastic watching me get out. My dad just looked at me. It was his last couple years, so I had him that weekend. And he says, yeah, I want to go with you. So he went out yard selling with me. And he got to take an extra little ride that night. So that was pretty cool. Bigger is better, so they say. I'm not sure about that. Sometimes good things come smaller too. If you've seen the big version of that, you're not going to be able to handle it. So you want the smaller thing on that. In that case, you definitely will take the smaller. The big one you're going to take to the scrapyard, matter of fact, or at a state fair. Hit me a few milk balls. I will. I'll look for that one. Text me the ones you're kind of looking for. We'll see how it goes. Riverton, New Jersey. Also, I saw sewing machine with box and thought of you. If they're the carry case and you're not afraid to resell them, if you can get them cheap and they got the wood case around them, they're even some of those, you got to comp them. I can't, but it was too dirty for me. Dirty. Sometimes you got to look at the dirt. If it's not rust, dirt comes off. Rust doesn't. So that's something to look for. Smoker's lamp from Malacca. Really? What is that? 1920 smoker's lamp from Malacca. Not sure. And sold 2 vintage tables. That's bigger stuff. That's one thing I don't do is the furniture. So yeah, that's how the city. I went to a town when it wasn't any big deal. It stunk. Matter of fact, I will not revisit that town next year. So I crossed that off the treasure map. So that's how that one's going. So Carter P, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the super chats. Always appreciate everybody being here. Don't have to super chat me. Just hang out. If I get thousands of people in here one day, which will never happen. If I got 50 or 60 people and people super chat, that's okay. But it's like a gang. We're the gang. The gang. It's a gang thing. So, gang up. Gangsters. There you go. The furniture market. Now what I heard, that mid-century modern is actually hot. so I'm not sure about that. I know the old stuff people don't want. Remember when you'd watch the Antiques Roadshow 10 years ago and the Keno brothers would be on there and they'd be going, oh, that's the Chippendale Philadelphia Ben Franklin standalone. Oh my God, you want to know the value? $50,000. And it was crazy what furniture used to be. And then it just went, whoop, it just bottomed out. What will be the next big hot thing? Will they say, well, that's the Nintendo NS upper flipper with the Mario Brothers attack game. There's only three to know. That's a $50,000 video console. You don't know. You don't know. So I don't mess when we go in these picks, or if I go to a yard sale, I don't mess with furniture. But if we go to picks, furniture usually stays. I brought home some pieces. He's brought home some Glass House Greg, if he's still in here. He brings home a couple things, but most of it always stays. And you always say, Jesus, why? If I had space for it, I'd take it, but I don't have the space. So we are the gang. That's right. We are the gang. So there you go. Yeah, I've heard mid-modern century's hot. Those metal tables, remember the 60s, the 50s metal tables are stainless steel legs, and they had that red-green top. I don't even know if it was Formica. That was hot stuff. Who knows? Football pro. Yearbooks, there used to be a guy that would pay $10 a pop for a yearbook, so who knows? Yeah, it'll come back. It comes, it goes, it comes, it goes. That's just the way it goes. So. Oh, you're a young guy. You're a young guy. So who knows? Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to jump out. I've been in here for over 2 hours. There's some big shows tonight. And people are popping in and out. I know they want to. Everybody's moving on. So I'm going to pop out, get a little bite, and one of the sold a dress for $5. That's a lot of money to one of the Keno Bros. Flip for $7.50. Now that's making a profit, and that's always good. So, but that was our yard sale overtime for tonight. Tommy and Tracy are over having a live. Nana Tink's having some kind of live too. I'm going to check them both out before I hit Camp Wakasaki. Tomorrow I will be out mashing it again. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'll be out at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So, and then Monday I have a nice pickup. Everybody, thank you for coming in. Thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We will do a top 10 down the road of yard sale. Top 10 what you want at a yard sale, something like that. I had a name, but now I forget. But so you're 25. You've been doing it since you was 15. Warnickel, stop in next chat we have. Come in earlier if you can. We'll talk. I got to check out Warnickel's site. I don't have one of those things that I can pop up people, but I think Warnickel's been here a couple times. So get to know the Warnickel. Aqua Girl, thank you so much, Annette, for coming in. I appreciate it. And Jersey and Swamp and Star City, everybody. Pop over to the chats. I'll see you in there. We'll nudge everybody. I'll probably head over to Nana's too. So thanks, everybody, for coming in. I don't know if I'll be on I will be on the Thirsty Mercantile show tomorrow night, so that'll be exciting for me. Who's this? Jennifer McKenzie. Were you lurking the whole time, Jennifer? I did not see your name pop up earlier. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Hang out again. Say a few syllables the next time. It'll be cool. Hold on. Somebody said something about revolution, Warnickel revolution. We'll do. Come in earlier, man. It's cool. Jennifer, say a few syllables next time. Everybody have a great night and a great rest of your weekend. And for the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. Peace. And I say Later. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night. Have a pleasant tomorrow. Oop.